Hello, so my name's Michael Conneely, and this video and its accompanying blog are about the new moon of May 2024 and deep awareness of its offering to us. So the May new moon is May the 7th in the USA and May the 8th in the very early morning here in Ireland. It is so helpful in our lives if we go into any new moon period with good awareness of what its astrological energies are, good awareness of how it affects our life in particular and our chart, of course, in particular. And with a definite vision connection or other sort of attunement at the time of the lunation, so that each one of us can accurately check out exactly how you and your life, me and my life, are doing at the time of the new moon or the full moon. And we need to use that attunement work time to make as good as possible our awareness of the goals each of us needs to personally bring in at the time of this new moon and ongoingly forward through the lunation period that starts. And of course, ongoingly into our future. So let's look at the energies of this new moon. Well, it's important to realise it's an energy of new starts. It's in Vedic Aries. It's important to also realise it's an energy of birth of the needed new. It's in Bharani Nakshatra, which is extreme birthing energy, transformative energy, and ruled by Yama, the god of death, not easy or light energy. It's important to realise and look into also that there's a strong karma and responsibility demand onto each one of us now. I say that because this new moon receives an exact aspect from Saturn. And so, in the preparatory attunement time or vision journey time, and at the time of this new moon and ongoingly through the lunation, improve your awareness of what are the karmic demands on you in this life. In what ways are they calling you to change your sense of your personality and of your present life path? I mean, obviously it takes at least a lifetime to fully perceive what our karmas are. But definitely at the time of this new moon, yes, we're being offered a special opportunity because there's an exact aspect from Saturn, Lord of Karma. And because Saturn is strong in this new moon, we may have to look into and deal with our fear. It's so important also to note that with Ketu, the south node of the moon, transiting the Vedic sign of Virgo at the time of this new moon, there's an imperative for each one of us humans to get more healing, to get the healing that is right for you, the healing that you really need now. And certainly I've had wonderful gifts of healing just in the last few weeks. In fact, I'm going to invite the healer who gave them to me to join the healers panel on my Love Star dating website. Pluto is virtually stationary in the heavens. It was exactly stationary on the 3rd of May. And when Pluto, like any planet, is stationary, it carves its power and effect deeply in our awareness and in our life. So this is a super time to look at, are you expressing your proper power? Resist being controlled now, either by present influences in your life or by influences stemming right back to earlier in your life or previous lives. So, the astrological detail relevant to the points I've just made are as follows. New moon has Sun and Moon at 23 Vedic Aries. It's in Bharani Nakshatra that is ruled by Venus. You can see the charts for May 2024 and of course this new moon on the May monthly page of my Star Wheel Astrology website. It's under the More drop-down. This new moon receives an exact aspect from Saturn at 23 Aquarius, the sign Saturn rules, one of the 2 signs. Note that Mercury is in a problematic state at 27 Pisces. So that is in the Gandanta zone. Gandanta zones are the transition points from water sign to fire sign, so Pisces to Aries, Cancer to Leo, Scorpio to Sagittarius. And they are unworldly and insubstantial. And so a planet there, whether in your birth chart or in the heavens, is very strongly affected. And not only that, note that Chiron is exactly conjunct Mercury at this difficult Mercury time. So, be aware of, communication problems, but also thinking problems, mind overrunning. And anyway, Mercury could be called problematic when it's in Pisces anyway, although you can bring intuitive connections out of what comes to your thinking. Now, Pluto stationed at 7 degrees 54 minutes Vedic Capricorn before turning retrograde on May the 3rd. So through all of May 24, Pluto will only move 10 minutes of 1 degree. And my point is, the slower a planet's velocity, the deeper it carves its effect into your life, into my life. So, I want to make a very special call for each one of us to do the needed awareness work, and in my case, yes, vision work, vision awareness work now. I myself do a shamanic drumming journey at least once every week, including the drawing of tarot cards. And this weekly exercise is so important in my life for me, and it's super important at the time of a new moon and a full moon. So I'm sharing that with you in case it's encouragement for you to do awareness work or vision work at the time of a lunation. I'd say it definitely is. We need to do it to seek to bring our buried unconscious factors to our light, to our awareness, and then to work on them. That's what we must all do. And it's very valuable to seek to understand our karmas and their present unfoldment and what we need to do about them. I want to make a special final point about asteroid Vesta, the sacred flame. So you remember the sacred flame was tended by the Vestal virgins in Rome and similar in Greece. And indeed the sacred hearth flame was really valued in Ireland into the time of present lives. You see, Vesta is square the nodal axis. And so any planet that's square the nodal axis is in a very powerful position. It's given a karmic importance. And with Vesta being the sacred flame, I think it's so lovely to have the presence of that as a hinge factor as you do the work you need to do and go through this full moon experience that calls you to honour the karmic demands that apply to you, Saturn, and deal with fear. Get the right healing that you need now, Ketu transiting Virgo. Give birth to the needed new face of you, new moon in Bharani Nakshatra, and come into the expression of your proper power, Pluto. Do see the earlier two videos and blogs about the crucial aspects of May 24 astrology that I did. So the first is Taurus and Venus energy. Do revolutionary work now. That's because Jupiter and soon also Uranus have transited into Vedic Taurus following there being an exact revolutionary Uranus conjunct Jupiter. So we really need to know about the issues with our sign of Taurus, good or problematic, and the issues we have with Venus, the ruler of Taurus, our good, easy Venus issues and our very difficult Venus issues. This is a super time to work on them and in the many months ahead, whilst Jupiter's transiting through Taurus. And yeah, please be aware what area of life, in other words, what house is Taurus in your Vedic birth chart, because that area is having very special blessing possibilities. But we might need to do healing and awareness work to be able to benefit. So see that video and blog and get a reading from me. And the second video and blog I did about May 24 energies was Pluto energy. Stand up in your power now. And, I just feel that is so important, especially if you're one of us who was born with a karma that in this life you would have your proper power sort of denied to you and would have to learn to overcome that and stand in your needed true power. So to get a reading from me, go to my Star Wheel Astrology website. See the website of my wife Maggie Pashley. It's called www.maggiepashley.com for the many, many wonderful healings she does worldwide online. See my worldwide dating site for those on a spiritual pathway who are seeking love, Love Star Dating. Do subscribe to my video channel and my astrology blog. So I hope that this, I feel, very accurate assessment of the new moon energies, has been heard by you, and that you'll do the needed work and benefit from it. I think it's clearly stated. Let's really go for some success and power from the time of this new moon. Thank you.